What's going on, guys? Just finished recording part 1. This is part 2 of Mechanical Engineering Slander. So what I do is go through and kind of try to dissect and give you the behind the scenes of the jokes. For me, if it was software, it'd be like over my head. So hopefully I can kind of explain it and have a laugh while we're doing that too. I'm a mechanical engineer, private pilot, and I like 3D printing a lot. So you can check out my main channel where I do fun stuff like that, build a 3D printer, tool changing 3D printer for my senior project. Been in industry for about 3 years now. So let's get into it.
Basically make a triangle, just like that.
Usually use trig a lot in mechanical. I don't really get this meme specifically, but I don't know,
Just
if he's
like
tracing something. I can't really see what's going on, but you literally use SOHCAHTOA all the time. That's sine, opposite over hypotenuse, cosine, you get the picture. You use that in statics, dynamics, and with those disciplines, what you learn from that within other stuff, you could use it in your senior project, use it in a lot of different things, especially your internships. I've used it at work several times. So brush up on your trig.
like that.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby! Don't you?
So I hated my electronics class. I just didn't learn. Well, I guess I wouldn't say I hated it. I just didn't understand it super well. And then the professor said the final exam would be like easy if you did well on the homework, and I did pretty well on the homework, and then the test was ridiculously difficult. I'm like a 3.2 GPA student, and that's with help from my friend who was a 4.0, and he even said the test was ridiculously difficult. The only person who walked out of our class early was the guy switching to electrical. So yeah, I feel this one.
Put that on up!
What is going on here? Half 13, beam loads, advanced knowledge. I'm confused. So this is a loading diagram. So this is really cool. These are kind of confusing at first, but really cool once you get the hang of them. In your, at least I did this in my structural mechanics class. That was a doozy of a class. That was 6 weeks over the summer, an entire semester in 6 weeks over the summer. That was like literally woke up, went to work, came home at 4 or 5, did class from like 6 to 10 o'clock at night, wake up, and I did that for literally like 6 weeks. It was a lot. Nuts and bolts their experience. I don't really get this one for some reason. I guess I don't really get the meme behind either of these, to be honest. Oh, zero experience, advanced knowledge. Okay. So nuts and bolts. Okay. Kind of funny. Wow. Statics professor seeing the same mistake. Yeah, that's usually a sign of cheating. Heard a lot of that at my university. Not a lot of it, but you hear the stories where it's like, well, everybody did it wrong. You hear those from years past, and so usually that's a sign of cheating. So be careful out there and don't cheat. Learn from others. Caught. Yeah, thermo wasn't really my cup of tea. Stuff from it makes more sense now, but it's just I never really grasped it. I got it enough to do the problems, and it kind of I guess the biggest thing that made sense from it is heat pumps and air conditioners, how those cycles work, and how the freon goes through phase change. That was really helpful in understanding how heat pumps and air conditioners work, because all a heat pump is basically an air conditioner in reverse. You have a cold coil, you have warm air going over it, so you got heat transfer. Your cold freon is absorbing the heat, running it outside to basically another radiator that your fan is blowing the heat out of it. So then it blows the heat out. So you're basically just taking a block of heat from inside the house and dropping it outside of the house through a crane that is your AC unit. And the same thing is reversed for a heat pump. You're creating a cold radiator outside to absorb heat. Say it's 70 degrees out, which I don't know why you'd have your heat on then, but say it's 60 degrees out and your radiator outside's 30. It's going to absorb heat. It's going to pipe it inside. And then your furnace is going to turn the blower on and blow it over your A coil, and it's going to heat the house. So that was really helpful in knowing that.
Metal strong. Metal.
Michael Reeves. If you have not seen this guy, you got to watch him because he's freaking hilarious and a genius all at the same time. Junior Emmys touching metal for the first. Yeah, there's a lot of theoretical and there's not a lot of building, at least in college. At least the first part.
Metal not strong. Metal more like McDonald's play place trampoline.
Yeah, metal isn't always as stiff as it looks in CAD. Angular momentum. So angular momentum's just basically think of a merry-go-round. It'd be you have your tangential acceleration and your centripetal acceleration. So the force trying to yeet you out of the merry-go-round, and the other one keeping you in line with it as well. 75% of Emmy students answer to why they picked Emmy.
I don't know.
That's not me, but I know some people are like, let's pick Emmy. You know, everybody's got to pick their thing, and maybe they hate it, maybe change it. But for me, I'm more mechanically minded. I couldn't do electrical, I don't think, in my mind, because it's not tangible unless you get shocked. But mechanical, I always use my hands to make things and do stuff like that. So it had to be, mechanical for me. But there are some people that just kind of pick it because they think it sounds cool. And, if they do well in it, great. Yeah, this was I went through this as well. I had started on Inventor, which I really got good at Inventor. That was my first internship. Then in college, we did Siemens at Siemens NX for the CAD class, and that was only because our biomedical students, I guess a lot of the biomedical community uses Siemens NX for some reason, and we didn't have SolidWorks. So then my next internship, and then now my full-time job, we use SolidWorks. So I've learned 3. Plus, at home, Fusion 360 was free, so I used Fusion 360 for my hobby stuff. So I know 4 different CAD programs.
You gotta take chances when you're innovating on the next great thing.
Design teams explaining why their project failed. You gotta take chances. What was that?
Innovating on the next great thing. This is when you're innovating on the next great thing.
When you're innovating on the next great thing. That's funny. There's really no background to that one. It's just funny. Just going for it, even though it sucked.
Thing.
Drowning in their emails for badly paid manufacturing jobs. I don't really relate to this one, but I can see how sometimes I don't really get a ton of emails compared to all my other coworkers. Maybe not all of them, but senior Emmys or whatever. But at times when you're doing stuff and everything's hitting the fan and you got a Teams message pops in and 3 emails and it's like, ooh, pop the brakes.
Huh? You're hired.
You're hired. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's just a general thing in, whatever major you're in, this goes for anything. You have the good and bad and the ugly. So sometimes you get a good, talking from a company perspective, you find a guy, it's like, dang, we need to keep this guy. And sometimes you're like, sometimes other ones are not so good.
Hired. You start Monday.
What? Ooga Booga Caveman brain.
I love Michael Reeves. It cracks me up every time. The secret ingredient that makes great mechanical. Ooga Booga Caveman brain.
Caveman.
I'll go back to it, play it in full.
You start Monday.
What? Ooga Booga Caveman brain.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a lot of brute force figuring things out and long nights studying and being like, I don't know what I just learned. Maybe I'll figure it out tomorrow. And then you don't figure it out tomorrow and you're just like, screw it, just get me past this test. I'm kind of that way because I don't have things hit me. I'll literally be laying in bed and I'm like, oh, that's what it meant in thermo when we did this, that, and the other thing. It's like, that makes sense. Oh, I literally have that happen to me all the time. Maybe not all the time, but pretty occasionally that stuff hits me and it's like, oh, now I get it. Yes. So, cool. Well, this is funny. I don't know if there's a part 3 or not. Let's see. I don't see a part 3. So, we'll see. This is a year ago. But, yeah, let me know what I should react to next. I'm going to try to be more consistent with videos. Been having a lot of fun with this and learning a lot too. And if you guys haven't, go watch the Titan sub video I did, and I'll have that linked on the end screen here. But yeah, if you guys liked it, drop a like, drop a sub. That'd be much appreciated, and comment to what I should react to next. Peace.